What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is the open secret every Champions CC has been trying to tell you. I was watching one of DJ Anon ZT's awesome videos the other day, and he mentioned something about, maybe prioritizing his previews of characters less. When I became a CC, I was told very, very, very flat out by Davey D and by Merrick's, I believe, you got to do previews. That's part of being a CC. And honestly, I love doing the previews. This is not me dogging on previews video, but definitely told by the other content creators, you got to do the previews. But here's the open secret. They never do the views, right? Which is kind of weird. Let me show you. This is a little peek behind the scenes. This is my YouTube control panel, and I know I'm risking some things showing it to you here, but this is what I see on the back end of YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, you'll know it's there, right? So, look at some of my average videos here. We've got our Titan announcement, which was a super easy video to make, 1,700 views. Can Macho Man still master the madness? 300. Slim and Chic and I, look at that, doing a podcast episode, 350. Those tend to keep going up as time goes by. Uncle Howdy preview or update. This was worth the gamble. Doing a video on the armory loot, which again doesn't require any thought to go into it, etc. 900 views. Why we love TMNT, 300. But then you start seeing right here, here's our 3-minute movesets for Haku. That's been out for a few days. 100 views, 120 views, right? Overall preview on Haku, which I think is interesting. The 3-minute movesets, now granted, there's 3 different ones, so if you add them up, it's more than this, but the longer video actually has just a little bit more views on there. Prize wall video, super easy to do, 700 views. Podcast again, 600 views. Talent up, over 500 views. Loopholes actually pulling low. Look at this, the rarest character in the game. This was one that, it was just kind of a thing I just wanted to do. It was for funsies, and almost 2,000 views. But then we go to Stephanie Vacour, 95 views, 168 views. 300 for the prize wall. That was an event. This one just released, so it's coming up there. It's only had 2 days to catch views. This one literally just came out today, so it's rising up on the views. This one, by the way, if it ever actually releases, you can see this was the Pacific Power. I did a loot thing on it, and I keep pushing this video back, and I just think it's going to get funnier and funnier the longer I push it back until it actually comes out. But anyway, you can see some of our videos get, for us, decent views. Anything over 500 is decent views for us. We get plenty of videos that kind of hit in the 2,000, 1,000 range as we go. But the open secret is preview videos do the least overall. Now, here's one catch. 3-minute movesets do tend to catch views over time. Every time there's an event, you get more views on them for that specific character, and that's honestly why we make those videos. But again, investment in time, yes, it does take me a bit to figure out the move sets, but literally it took me 3 minutes and 39 seconds to record this video, all right? Unless there's an error, all 3 of these together took me about 13 minutes to make, versus this one took me 24 minutes plus. There's editing involved, plus this is where we do the investment on it, plus, this, to make this, I just dropped the poster that's already made. This one, I've got to resize, reformat all these little things. Not saying it takes a lot, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but it definitely takes 3 to 5 times the amount of effort to make one of these versus one of these, versus something like this, which was literally us just shooting the poop, right? It was just us going oh, let's respond out loud to this announcement that literally dropped while we're recording stuff anyway, right? And it's got 10 times the views of some of the Haku stuff here. Now, granted, Haku's a rare character. Open secret, continuing to pull back the curtain. When it's the free tier characters, usually you get more views over time. And the other secret is, I don't do this channel for views, right? That's not why I'm in this. I do it for fun. I do it because I love the community. But the open secret that every CC has told you at one point or another is it's sometimes hard to do these preview videos because they just don't catch the traction that some of the other ones do. So what I want to do with this is ask the question, why? Do you just not care about the new characters as they come out? Is it just a sense of like, yeah, Haku's rare, Stephanie Vakura is rare, so you're thinking like, I might watch those if I ever get her or him kind of thing, or is it just that the previews aren't as functional for you? Again, the 3-minute movesets, you get in, you get it done, you watch them, and you move on, and that's great. That's why we make these. And over time, this will far and away eclipse the views of this. But again, it's not about the views. It's really about what is helpful content for you guys. Because now I've heard DJ say it. I'm saying it. Davey told it to me. Merrick's told it to me. That you got to reframe your thinking. But here's why I'm bringing this up. I want the community to have a little insight into what we do with these things as well. Because, for example, tomorrow is the end of this MLC, which means Tuesday, as I'm recording this, that will be, September 2nd. Tuesday, there's going to be 3 new characters that drop. For most of our CCs, we're all working other jobs. Like Sir Zoro works another job and works in a different time zone. Like, he literally is up weird, late, super late hours for his time frame to get these things done. Benny's working multiple jobs. I work multiple jobs. DJ's got his own business stuff going on. Merrick's has got some big stuff. His wife works, you've seen his channel. Like, what's going on, right? They're all working hard. And so, like, when we get these new characters at the start of the month, it is an absolute time crunch to try and get these things out, to get them in your hands in a usable amount of time, in a useful amount of time, and then to turn around and have so little views. I mean, there have been nights where I've stayed up late hours. I don't do it anymore because now I've got the 2 jobs. That's not an option. But prior to that, there were nights when we get, like all the month's characters at once, and would literally be up late hours editing these videos, getting them out as quickly as possible, just to see, a smattering of views on it. Whereas, again, something like this that I can make in, 13 minutes it took us to make this, and that was us just off the cuff, and you're getting 10 times the amount of views. So that's the open secret. Like, if you ever hear frustration from any of the CCs on like doing previews, things like that, it's because we want to do them to be as helpful as possible, but there's also the least amount of reward, and we don't really get rewarded for this, but you know what I mean. There's the least amount of positive feedback oftentimes even on these things. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you watch preview videos anymore? And if not, why? What would be helpful about them? It's similar case. We haven't made a power rating video for a few weeks, several weeks now, unfortunately. But kind of a similar concept. I think one of the most helpful things for the community, and yet the views would be wildly inconsistent, just wildly inconsistent. So, I'm gonna keep doing them. Like, I honestly love making these. They're so much fun for me, and that's, if I wasn't self-motivated, it would be really hard. But I am self-motivated on these. I like them. I like putting them out there. I love seeing the community share them when somebody else is like, hey, who do you use? Now, usually it's the 3-minute movesets, and rightfully so. That's why we have them. But I'm like, it's really encouraging when somebody's like, hey, how do you run this person? And somebody actually posts our 3-minute moveset instead of just a screenshot. Like, That's why we do these, right? Is to help you guys. But anyway, yeah, self-indulgent video, I'm sure, but just wanted to kind of share. Like, this is the open secret among the CC community that we pour our hearts and souls into these preview videos. But out of all of our collective content, and I've heard it from enough of us that I can say it's not just me, all of our collective content bases, these are the ones that tend to yield the least amount of return. However you want to look at that. So that's just some random thoughts for you. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you like preview videos? Would you like to see things done a certain way, that would help engagement? Just let me know what you think. And like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat. Share it with your friend and faction mate who's maybe interested in this topic. And we'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye.